It's so dang tempting to open up because you want those cute little chicks. Do not. You leave those chicks. You leave that incubator. We're on day 18 now, and it's time to first turn off the egg turner.
Are you stopping it?
Yeah, I'm stopping it. Oh, actually, I need to change the humidity too. I have to look up what I need for humidity. Okay, but I unplug it.
You did it?
I did it!
You did it, Mom! Yo! Mom, look at that wheel! Are you gonna open it?
Okay, I need you to not touch this. No, okay, row.
Whoa! What's that? Eggs?
Eggs.
Can I hold it?
We're not holding them.
Oh. Are you cracking them?
No, we are not cracking them.
Are you leaving them?
Yeah, we're just putting them in so careful.
Yeah, I'm not set them. Hey, the eggs.
No. Don't touch.
What's that? Can I have this?
No.
Whistle.
Oh, don't touch your mouth to it. Yuck.
Mom?
Could you go see if Mac needs any help?
No. Does Mac need my help?
He might need your help, yeah. Could you put that down, please, Ron?
Sure. Take it, Mom. Start now. Wait, does the red button mean it stops?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, it's going. Is the humidifier on in your guys' bathroom?
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be on.
Well, it's so dry in our room.
Okay, well, it's in your bathroom right now, and Dad said your bathroom is dripping with humidity. So unplug it, please.
I did.
Someone out close the door.
Well, someone closed the door. I purposefully had it open because I didn't want that to happen. Someone closed it. How are you gonna clean it up, Nick? I just wipe the floor and just leave the door open and it'll dry out.
Hey,
you filled that up really full, didn't you? Filled it to the top this morning.
Hey, Mac and Hamish, guess what?
What?
We're gonna have chicks soon.
In like 2 days, 3 days?
On Good Friday. So it's a Good Friday.
Are you gonna put the GoPro in here when this
No, it's hard to show. You tried before.
What would happen if we put the GoPro in there?
You can't open it up though, and the GoPro only lasts a couple hours.
I don't have your phone video in.
No, it doesn't work that way.
But imagine.
Some of these away from here.
Can't wait. I hope that. What if like all of them hatch?
I doubt that's gonna happen.
It'd be pretty crowded. It's a Good Friday, man.
So can I stop videoing?
Just keep videoing for that.
Okay.
So, you excited we get to go finish castrating the horse?
I don't want to talk about it.
That was cute.
Are you done with the kitchen?
Mama,
Kitchen is
can I?
completely done. You can stop now for you. Just a second. Lift it back up a second, Ron. Yeah, that's good. It's time for Delilah to be dried up. She needs to be dried up before she can go back to the farm we borrowed her from. So I'm following their protocol, and that's that because she has a low SCC, which is low bacteria count in her milk, we're not giving it antibiotic dry treatment, which I don't actually give anyways, but we are doing this teat sealant. So Marius went and picked it up from the farmer today because, well, otherwise you had to buy it bulk, and I was going to have enough to treat 36 animals, which is what, for the next 20 years or something. So how it works is we use alcohol swab, and we clean the end of the teat real good. The instructions say start on the far side, clean towards you, and then we start with the injecting closest to you and move farthest away. So you're not bumping against the clean ones trying to do them. So they normally don't care about this. Funny enough, the first time I thought the cow was going to kick my head in. Let's hope Delilah doesn't prove me wrong. We started feeding Clover a little bit of grain because couldn't decide if she looked like she was just, I'm talking to you, not my phone. I couldn't decide if it was just her shedding out looking rough. Yeah. Or if she was, her hair is rough maybe. Yeah, because they always look rough when they're shedding. Yeah. Or if she was on the skinny side. So I decided she was going to start getting a couple of pounds of grain again. Yeah. Rowan asked if Uncle Jeremy was going to bring us any more cows. Uncle Jeremy. I remember Mark always calling him Jeremy. That was a funny nickname. I bet you it's because one of their younger siblings called him Jeremy. But it's not good, okay? They come way back with him. So I'm putting it in now. Right? Like, so that there ends me milking Delilah. She didn't need to be dry till May 5th, but the farmer that lent her to me was going to dry her up a lot sooner. That's why he lent her to us, because he was going to dry her up because he was over quota, meaning he had too much milk. He couldn't ship as much milk. He was going to have to be dumping milk. Anyhow, we can use Clover's milk again. She's given like 5 gallons a day. I don't need her couple gallons a day. I've been working her down towards drying off. So she started at 4 gallons a day, 4.5. Now we're at like 2.5. So that's the point where I totally am comfortable just drying them off. Yesterday, Marius is like, do you still need to be milking that Holstein? And I was like, I can dry her off at any point. I just haven't got around to it. And he's like, she's drinking twice as much water and eats twice as much as the 2 other cows. Like, he said normally it would be every 2 to 3 days he'd be filling their water trough. He was having to fill it every day. The hay bale normally be like 10 days. It was lasting like 5 days. He was like, if you don't need to be milking this cow, do you think you could dry her off and bring her back? Because, you know, my chores are a lot more. I mean, a bale every 5 days is still not a huge chore, but you know what I mean. We didn't need her milk anymore. The biggest thing for me was that nobody but me could milk her. And like even tonight, my relief milker milked Clover, but I still had to come out and milk Delilah because she just is not quite tame enough for anybody. Anyhow, she's a lovely cow, and this was her first calf, first lactation. Lots of people said, are you gonna buy her? Are you gonna buy her? And you know what, if we had needed another cow, I probably would have bought her. She is a lovely cow who gives lovely milk, but we just really didn't. I mean, we have Clover, we have Jessa who's due in June, we got the goat, and we have a heifer from Jessa, who we're trying to nail down her cycle so we can breed her. We have a 3-month-old heifer from Clover. We got lots of milk cows. Oh yeah, you're gonna go down. She's gotta get every last crumb. Anyhow, we got enough cows, so it's time for Delilah to be dried off and brought back. So we've got some einkorn waffles going on here this morning. We were drinking chai lattes. We got our whipped cream dispenser here for the waffles. Yum, yum. What else do we got? Oh, and over here, we got a jar of canned blueberries becoming blueberry syrup to go on top of our waffles. Because if you're having waffles, you need to have waffles, right? Marius has been on breakfast duty for the last couple weeks. He's feeling a little under the weather this morning, but I told him last night that I would make waffles. With drying up Delilah, that takes a big thing off my list. So I said, hey, why don't I make waffles for breakfast? Because I knew I had this jar of canned blueberries. When I canned them last summer, they didn't seal. I put that jar in the freezer. I took it out of the freezer and it was in the fridge waiting to be used. So I was like, hey, I need to use this before it goes bad. Put a lot of effort into those canned blueberries. Don't need to let that go bad. Poutine night. We got some crinkle cut fries, spiced Gouda, green beans, which I canned in broth because both broth and green beans have the same timeline for pressure canning. So I just canned the green beans in broth. They are amazing. I warmed these up with butter and some salt. Then we got a gravy here. Then we got some leftover moose meat in. Lots of garlic and onion and broth. And we like a really thick gravy for our poutine. So if you're not familiar with poutine, you stack fries, put some cheese on, and then you cover it all in the broth. Green beans are just a bonus. So traditional poutine would have cheese curds, but people do all sorts of riffs on poutine. So we just did what cheese we had open in the fridge, and it was a raw milk cumin Gouda. And we've done it before with that, and it's delicious. The other thing people make, like I've seen butter chicken poutine and pulled pork poutine, like there's all sorts of poutines. So we just do what leftover meat we have in the fridge. We've done it with heart. That was really delicious. Oh yeah. Basically what leftover meat we have in the fridge is stirred up into the gravy.
Moose is usually better.
So here is my plated up poutine. It's a French Canadian thing. It's delicious. I see you your biscuits and gravy, and I raise you fries with cheese curds and gravy.
Or you can do beans.
Do you have some green beans in yours?
Yeah.
I bet that's delicious.
From the.
Hamish, where's your scoop of green beans?
I don't have them yet.
What about you, Mac? Oh, that's a very small scoop of green beans.
Massive.
Temperature just can't quit being cold. Let's see, let me swap this here for Americans. Where's the right button? There we go. That's the indoor temperature right now. It just can't quit being too chilly. He asked me if I had the brooder ready yet, and I was like, no. That would be a no. And he was like, you probably should, because there's gonna be chicks soon. But we only open it once every 24 hours. So from when the first chick, we will wait at least 24 hours before we open it and take those ones out and then leave the rest to keep hatching. Ideally, we don't take any out until they're done because it messes with the humidity and what can happen, which has happened to us before, which is horrifying. So they have a membrane on the inside of their shell and it needs to be nice and moist, right? they're hatching out of the shell. When you open up the lid, the humidity changes and that membrane shrink wraps on the chick and kills them. So today/tomorrow is the day. For a clear incubator, you think you'd be able to see in better, but you can't. Marius said he's seen 3 pipped. I do not see any. Pipped is when they first crack out, like just like the first little beak peck thing. I cannot see them. So we can hear the odd one pipping and peeping. Is that one back there, Mare? So yeah, see, it's too hard to show. Okay, well, you're just gonna have to be patient and wait until they hatch. But that's probably gonna be in next week's video. So stay tuned, friends.